After months of job hunting, I finally got a remote customer support position with a tech startup I'd never heard of, Neuranet. The pay was better than I expected. The contract was vague. And the only condition? Complete their online onboarding course, 18 modules, video-based, webcam monitoring required at all times. I didn't love the idea of being watched while I learned how to file tickets and respond to emails, but I needed the job. The first day, I set up my workspace, logged in, and started the first module. It was odd. The video quality was high, like it had been filmed in a studio. The instructor, a woman named Clara, spoke in a slow, calm voice, always looking directly into the camera. After about 20 minutes, I yawned, and so did she. Same timing, same intensity. She didn't even miss a word in her sentence, just yawned. I paused the video, blinked at the screen, rewound 10 seconds. No yawn. I laughed it off, figured I imagined it. But it kept happening. When I scratched my head, so did Clara. When I leaned forward, she leaned back. And then one time, I muttered a question aloud, just thinking out loud, not expecting anything. Wait, do we handle chat support too? The video froze. Clara tilted her head and said, sometimes. You'll know when the time comes. That wasn't in the script. I hovered over the pause button. The screen flickered, then resumed as if nothing happened. By day 3, I stopped doubting myself. The videos were reacting to me. It wasn't just facial mimicry anymore. They anticipated me. If I hesitated to click next, Clara would smile, like she was waiting. Sometimes she would blink just a fraction of a second after I did. I covered the webcam with a sticky note. The module immediately paused. A red banner appeared. Webcam required. Resume when visible. Fine. That night, around 2:30 a.m., I couldn't sleep. My room was dark, my computer off. But then, click. The webcam light turned on. My monitor stayed black. No fan, no signs of power. Just the little green light. And then, audio. My own voice, from the speakers. Hi, my name is Anna. Thank you for contacting support. My voice. But not a recording I'd ever made. It sounded like I was taking calls. Training calls I hadn't done yet. I pulled the plug on the entire machine. The light stayed on for another full second. Then darkness. The next morning, I logged into the dashboard, heart racing. New module unlocked. Live simulation. Congratulations, Anna. It wasn't a video. It was a split-screen window, the usual Clara, and a mirror image of me. Same hair, same headset, same blinking pattern, except when I touched my face, she didn't move. She just stared, smiled, and said, "You're ready. I've already started for you." I quit the job that day, or I thought I did. Because the calls haven't stopped. My internet usage spikes at night. My laptop gets warm even when it's off. My roommate swears she hears me talking in my room at 3 a.m., but I'm asleep. I checked the training site yesterday. The login still works. And the last module? Performance review. Your twin is thriving. I got the job through a recruitment email. Midnight data entry. Remote. Easy pay. All I had to do was work from home 5 nights a week, upload scanned documents, and keep my webcam on the entire shift. They said it was for security compliance. Fine. I needed the money. The company was called Reflective Solutions. They didn't have a public website. All communication came through a secure portal. But the onboarding was smooth, the money landed right on time, and the tasks were easy enough. Each night I'd log into the Work Hub, a stripped-down app that recorded keystrokes, tracked uploads, and showed a small live webcam feed of myself in the corner. No Zoom meetings, no coworkers, just me, typing, in silence. At first, it felt peaceful. Then it started to feel off. It began with a delay. One night, around 2 a.m., I noticed my webcam preview lagging. When I moved my hand, the reflection followed, but a second too late. I figured it was my connection, but my browser was fine. The files uploaded fast. Only the webcam feed stuttered. Only me. Then the delay grew longer. A few days later, I raised my cup to take a sip and watched my reflection do it 5 seconds later. I froze, and the reflection kept moving. It looked up, stared into the screen, then smiled. I wasn't smiling. I slammed the laptop shut. The next morning, I logged in like nothing happened. I told myself I was overtired, sleep-deprived, and for the most part, everything seemed normal again, until I caught it again, this time in the corner of my eye. The reflection not quite sinking. It wasn't lagging. It was acting on its own. I ran a system scan, nothing. I emailed HR. No reply. But that night, when I logged in again, there was a new module on my dashboard. Mirror sync test required. I clicked it. The screen split in two. Left side, me, Liv. Right side, another version of me. Same outfit, same lighting, same everything. Except she didn't blink. No matter what I did, blinked, waved, frowned, she just sat there, still. And then she moved. Before I did. She raised her hand first. She smiled first. She was leading. I reached for the power button. My mouse locked. The screen froze except her half. She leaned in, filling the camera, and whispered something I couldn't hear. Then everything went black. I didn't log in the next night, or the one after that, but my account stayed active. My roommate said she saw my light on at 3 a.m., heard me typing. I checked my browser history, dozens of files uploaded, time stamped to hours I wasn't at the desk. I checked the webcam log, recordings, all with my name, my face, only I don't remember any of them. And in each one, my reflection moves just before I do. Like I'm catching up, or being rehearsed. I've quit the job, I've shut everything down, but last night I woke up to my monitor glowing. One tab open, a Zoom call. Just my name on both sides of the screen. No one else there, and my reflection, still sitting, still smiling, still waiting for me to come back. I'd worked for SyncLab for 7 months. Remote job, decent pay, fully asynchronous. I never met my coworkers, never had a Zoom call, never heard anyone's voice. Everything happened through internal messaging and automated task boards. It was eerie, sure, but also kind of perfect. I could do the work, submit the files, and disappear into my own quiet little bubble. Then one afternoon, a calendar invite appeared. Subject, exit interview, mandatory. Time, 12 a.m. No explanation, no email, just an automatic notification and a locked time slot I couldn't move. It was strange. I hadn't resigned, hadn't been fired, but something told me this wasn't optional. Midnight came. I opened the meeting link. No faces, no waiting room, just a screen with the SyncLab logo pulsing like a heartbeat. Then the audio kicked in. Not voices, not music, static, low, cold. And behind it, words began to scroll across the screen. You have completed the transfer. You have seen what you shouldn't have. I didn't understand. I opened another tab to email someone, anyone. All internet access froze. A new message appeared. Remain present. Your review is in progress. Then the webcam light turned on. I reached to cover it. Click. My mouse stopped moving. The screen flashed, and suddenly I was looking at myself. But not live video. A recording. Or maybe something worse. The me on screen looked tired, pale, eyes sunken. She sat at her desk, same posture, same sweater, but with tiny differences. Movements just a little too perfect, smile a little too still. She looked straight at me and said, "Thank you for your service. You will now be relieved." I slammed the laptop shut. Black. The next morning, I tried logging in again. Access denied, all credentials wiped, the portal was gone. The company's domain redirected to a blank white page. I called the number from the onboarding docs. Disconnected. I tried messaging a coworker I vaguely remembered. The message failed. Her username was marked Relieved. I checked my own computer. Every file I'd submitted was missing. Every document, project, audio clip, gone. But in their place, a new folder appeared, untitled. Inside, a single video file, time-stamped for tomorrow. I hesitated, hovered the mouse, and double-clicked. The screen filled with the view of my own bedroom. I was sitting at my desk, wearing what I hadn't put on yet. Then I said, on video, "This is my final position." Now, each night at midnight, my computer turns itself on. The webcam light flicks to life, and the same message appears. Review in progress. I can't delete the file. I can't turn off the feed. And the worst part? My reflection on the screen moves before I do.